What is wrong with Nigerian lawyers self? Una think say money dey grow for trees? This argument has been raging on Twitter for about 3 days. This guy is angry that his lawyer colleague took 300k on 70 million land just to draft agreement. I mean, what's the special work of lawyers, for goodness sake? Are these people not thieves? So guys on Twitter are saying this 10% is too much and the LPDC does not know what they are doing. By the way, do you know that Nigerian lawyers can be punished under their own laws if they don't charge up to 10% for property transactions? This is why people say the judiciary is very corrupt. Abi? Before I put forward my own arguments, let's participate in Judicial Hallelujah Challenge in Akwa Ibom State. That was spiritually refreshing. Now let's get back to the topic. What are they collecting 10% for? Is the amount uncapped? I mean, can we negotiate the amount? In my experience, the answer is yes, we can negotiate. I do think 10% is worth every property transaction, and I'll tell you why. I've been involved in multiple land transactions over the last 12 years. First of all, this 10% is not capped. Sometimes the percentage goes as low as 3 to 5% when you're buying property 100 to 1 billion and above. You need to know that lawyers are not just collecting money for drafting paper. They are collecting money for due diligence. They are collecting money for perfection of title. They are collecting money, stakeholder engagement, and project management of that land transaction. For example, for ROCFEL, that's Rainy Day Ogbomoso Cashew Farm Estate Limited, what we did was that we engaged 3 lawyers. The first 2 law firms carried out due diligence within Oyo State, while our legal partners based in Lagos are doing the finalization of the perfection of title and so forth. That's how we spent up to 7 million naira on due diligence for the estates that we're talking about, aside other legal fees, and we do not regret this expense. These are lawyers carried out due diligence and crafted the agreement to the extent that one of the persons who wanted to sell to us said he was not doing again. That the terms of our agreement were too stringent and he felt violated because we did due diligence and visited his house and his wife without him knowing. Saved people from buying bad houses through due diligence in the past. I mean, we basically did SSS work back in those days with those firms. If lawyers ask me for 10%, I simply explain to them what I want them to do for us, and I'm sure that the effort will be worth the money. Meanwhile, agents eyeing 10% commission can be sure they will get that in ROCFEL. And the payment is automated. You are not going to be calling our office to ask for your 10% commission like you do with some real estate companies. So all I'm saying is buy land in ROCFEL Phase 2 before the end of 2025 and pay your lawyers well. This is my judgment on this matter. I rise.
My Lord, it's because you are my Lord, though. It's because you are my Lord. Believe me, if you are not my Lord, I will show you what Lord do.